Alrighty, welcome back to Rogue Trader. We're looking for Jay. That's basically it. We're looking for Jay. She's meant to be in this part somewhere. I'm imagining this cutscene is that Jay?
Rough day.
Octavia.
You have no idea.
I just might. That's the second bottle you've downed.
Jai Hidari. Falco sends his regards.
And what does that unholy scion of a Grox and a Brahan want from me this time? Oh, wait, I don't really care. My sole plans for tonight are drowning my grief in a sea of Amasak.
Who'll give you grief, all right? Get out!
Don't think so, Ashmag. And tell Falco to come himself next time.
Hidari, I am tired of your mess. Out! Get some sleep. We'll talk about settling up later.
Octi Shireen, light of my eyes. Can't you see my soul is full of sadness? Have you no heart at all? Let go of your material concerns and let me grieve in peace. Have we met somewhere before?
Yeah, we have.
Greetings, Shireen. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
I'm Felony.
Well then, here's to our meeting. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that you're someone special, since you've been granted an audience with the Liege of Footfall himself. It's always a pleasure to make the acquaintance of someone powerful. And the timing couldn't be better. Jai Hidari at your service. Professional trader, shrewd commercial broker, and, may he steal my tongue if I'm lying, the most honest dealer on Footfall. Nonetheless, we all have our problems, and at times even one's many merits aren't enough to solve them. Perhaps it would be no trouble for a person with your kind of power and standing to assist someone with my kind of predicament.
What do you need help with, Jay?
You see, Shireen, there's one cardinal rule on Footfall. Anything goes as long as it doesn't get in the way of business. I'm someone who's been able to exploit that rule to the fullest. And in recent years, I've hit it so big, I've become a speck of sand in someone's green eye. They used to throw small wrenches into my dealings here and there. Well, now they've decided to really put their backs into it. Some rats stolen my cargo and dragged it off to the seediest part of the Shadow Quarters. A crummy place even for connoisseurs of Footfall's unique atmosphere. When I asked the Liege for protection, we had a mutual misunderstanding. I believe Vladimir, in a most lamentable fashion, has forgotten his duties as guardian of the downtrodden and wronged. So I'm in desperate need of a new one. And you, Shireen, fit the bill perfectly. All I need is for you to drop by one dark corner of Footfall Shadow Quarters and pound it into the thieves' heads that taking Hidari's property carries certain risks.
Cool, that sounds easy. I suspect Valine will want to keep the cargo out of the hands, and I want to put him in his place.
May the Exalted One bless you and your progeny. Then here's what we'll do. We shouldn't be seen together before we make it to the safe house. I'll head there first. I'll take my own special route, so I won't be spotted. Right. Here, that's where those ashmags are keeping the stolen cargo. Out the bar, over the bridge, and to the left. There, in the depths, you'll find a small courtyard, through which you can get to the place. I'll be waiting nearby. You can come when it suits you, but the sooner you do, the better. I'll see you then, Shireen.
See you then, Shireen. We level up.
Unseen, uncover my path.
How delightful. To be honest, I feel like we need these level ups. I feel like a lot of these fights, oh my god, there's so much here. Holy shit, redeployment. Every time a combat tactics area is affected by a stratagem. Damn, okay, so these guys are really good. Using a stratagem on a combat tactics area. Right, so I've really got to be using these combat tactics areas better. But I really have fucked up by having two people be. Whenever I've got to use her prey ability more, but I don't really want to. Whenever an ally kills my prey, the bounty hunter gains half the bonuses are granted by Hunt the Prey. That seems like a good one. To be honest, Cass, you've kind of become Respite zone. All allies in the rear are healed by plus 14, the same amount of temporary wounds. Okay, that seems. Personal sniper zone. Each ally in the rear gains a hit chance. Use a stratagem, blah blah blah, improvise, the grand strategist fortress will fire at will. If there are no enemies in the backline area, the first attack in the turn made by every ally costs 1 less AP. Let's do that. That's huge, so we'll just put the backline somewhere where there's no enemies. Perfect opening, the assassin gains. At the start of the assassin's turn, all enemies who do not have the assassin in their line of sight suffer an unsuspecting effect until the end of the assassin. Unsuspecting, the assassin gain plus hit chance against the unsuspecting enemies. Whenever the assassin attacks an enemy with a single target attack, whenever the assassin at full wounds, the assassin gains against the enemy. Lone killer. When the assassin has no allies, no, they gain a plus, yes. Just with the way we play her, she's never really surrounded by people. Whenever the prey is killed, yeah, fuck. We'll do share spoils as well. I think we're gonna get Argentina out. While the Vanguard has at least 1 temporary wound, they gain. At the start of the Vanguard's turn, before the temporary wounds are lost, the Vanguard gains number of temporary wounds strength for 1 round. So what, we just constantly gain temporary wounds? Is that what that means? I'm kind of down with that.
The world will bow.
So I kind of need... Can we leave, please? Fuck me. Come on, guys. Cross the bridge to the left in the courtyard. Let's go there. This way, through here. Guard. Warehouse. We also need to check out that quarantine zone to see if it's open. Can we please, for the love of fuck me, just stop with the, like, the moving around when we're just trying to get through a zone. Shireen, I'm here. What a joy it is to see you. Follow me, please. Oh god, don't betray me, Jay. I kind of like you.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Lord Captain, do you think this enterprise is wise? I wouldn't be surprised if this all turns out to be a trap.
If it's a trap, it's a trap.
I concur with Master Viserion. This place reminds me of the maintenance mod.
In vain.
I'll turn you into corpse starch.
I'll turn you into corpse starch. Very nice, man. That's lovely. Good for you, bro. Good for you. Pascal, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know what to do with half of you guys. Let's put you there. See if that works well. We just do the regular old opening.
If I may,
Let's put a front line down. Let's put a back line down here. And let's put a rear around there. Awesome. Cass, congratulations. I need you to do the same thing
me.
again. Then I want you to do this. And do this. And do that. And then turn, and then turn. Argenta, it's going to be your turn. Can I get you to move? Fuck.
I'll do it.
I should be able to do that attack more than once.
Let's make it quick.
Oh, there's more. Oh, that works out fine for Kabil here.
I shall repay your strike, shan't I?
I have a feeling Felony's gonna go down here. She's not. Goddamn. Oh goddamn, our front line's falling apart. I'm glad you're here.
I'm not interested.
I don't care if you're not interested, do it.
Victory is imminent. Someone else can do this.
Yeah, no, they actually fucking can't. You're being told to do it,
At your
bro.
beck and
Stop
call.
being a fucking pain in my ass. Stop arguing.
I know what I'm doing, usually.
Okay, why did you run away? Oh, she's a commander, is she? Fuck. I have no use for another commander on my team, dude. A stun grenade was huge. A stun grenade's massive, dude. Holy shit. I gotta start using them, maybe. Let's do this. Give everybody here some attack.
Let's get to it. Out of my way.
Let's get to it.
Jay's assistant starts so far back, man. I kind of want to move you back here next to the fire barrel.
I won't waste my time on that. I will triumph.
And healing power is pretty good. I kind of like it. I actually want to do that, and I probably should just use this buff ability more. And then Cass, you got stunned, it looks like. Fucking Argenta, I just don't really have that much of a use for you, if I'm being honest.
The enemies of the Emperor will
See if you
be
can
undone.
prove your worth here. That was pretty good. I'll give you that.
My faith shields me. As the Emperor commands, I act.
You're probably gonna die next turn, but worth it.
Show me what you've got.
Maybe you should have focused on the guys who weren't hit by the stun grenade,
My
but
ears are ringing.
Abelard's probably going to be able to take most of these guys. He is really just the tank. Abelard's pretty comfortably just on our team. Like he's not really under the question of replacement.
Just a minor setback.
To be honest, if I'm being honest with you, I would replace Felony if I could. I don't think I've made a very good main character.
At your beck and call.
But fucking Argenta is probably my worst person, I think, on the team. My team doesn't really, like, we already have somebody that does massive spray damage, and that's Cass.
Here we go.
Like, Cass does the spray damage. Argenta, maybe if we just give her, like, a sniper rifle, maybe that's what we need to do. Let's go up here and let's just heal this guy. Try and keep as much of Jay's team alive as we can.
Let's make it quick.
Goddamn pet. Okay, well,
One fewer tongue.
I'm glad we healed him to full health for him to get absolutely fucking annihilated.
Let's get to it.
All of Jay's team's dying. I don't even know what happened there. Let's just take a shot.
Purpose gone.
And then maybe do this on Cass. Cass, maybe get you to do that.
Try to die with grace, at least.
Cass, let's get you to do this. No. Yeah, let's get you to do that. We'll get you to move up first, though. Do that. And then maybe we'll get you to do this and give Argenta a move, and then hopefully she can just spray down here and hit that barrel. That she fucking hits shot directly straight. Directly fucking straight. Take care of it now then? Yeah, thank you. And now Kabil, you run over here, and to be honest with you, just hit that. This is a bit of a risky play on my behalf, might down you. It didn't. It was worth it. Okay, I can't see what the cutscene is. I can't see the talking, bro. I was gonna skip this because apparently it's of no use to me. 2, 3, 5, thank the exalted one. Those ash mags didn't have time to make off with anything yet. Give me 2 minutes, Sharon. I'll send my coordinates to my loyal crew who deliver my property somewhere safe. Wait. And done. We're good. Now we can relocate to a more pleasant private space to discuss our deal, specifically payment for your efforts. I hope your yes is worth the trouble. Stop right there in the name of the liege. Your Excellency, please forgive my venomance, the most noble felony. I never expected to encounter such an eminent person at this corner of Footfall. Most noble Excellency. I am Vladimir. I don't even know who the fuck's talking, bro, but you're a personal agent. I come here to remove the criminal circulation shipment that was banned in the lands of Footfall. Horrendous Xeno heresy that has been fraudulently delivered to a bastion of the Holy Imperium. He looks at Jade. I do not doubt for a moment, most noble felony, that your presence here is merely a misunderstanding brought about another's manipulations. Commerce test succeeded. It's too great of a coincidence that he should arrive in the Shadow Court just after Jade has recovered her rightful spoils. It seems the guards reported the problems with the shipment over the Vox, and not to just anyone, but the leads per knew about the shipment from the start. The cargo belongs to the Von Valanche's dynasty. Is Lord Tucker trying to encroach upon the property of a rogue trader? No, your lordship, I beg you to forgive this wretched serf, a terrible misunderstanding. 1,000 apologies. I won't disturb you further. Fucking right, you won't. This is where one of them things where you do a little like shunt forward, and they flinch because they think you're gonna hit them. That's why I was like, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. I wish I could see Vladim's face when he finds out he almost stepped on the toes of the most powerful people in the Expanse. Listen, felony, I'm genuinely sorry about this confusion, Vladim. And I've had our difficulties, but I never thought he would want to clean me out and do away with me in some dark corner. At least not so soon. If you hadn't agreed to our deal, Sharon, my gang and I would have already been floating in orbit around one of Footfall's asteroids. Fuck, and yes, my shipment contains an artifact, possession of which death is a sentence by an economy. But you, Sharon, do not strike me as a commoner, and if I told you directly, you would have become, shall we say, complicit, but since those illicit words did not escape my lips, you would merely be agreeing to help an unfortunate soul me to recapture a few containers. My sincerest wish was to protect you from unnecessary troubleshooting. I swear by the Exalted One. And I do hope this misunderstanding does not affect our future cooperation. The statement is true with the exception that you yourself are an uneducated laywoman and a thief who ought to stay away from technological perversities? I think it's meant to be like perversions, but with a teaser. I don't know how to pronounce that. Of non-humans, I'm now requesting your prevent disposal. I can just straight fucking execute her? Uneducated me? I've held things in my hand that you cold brains could only dream of in your oil-soaked data fantasy. Stop hiding behind piety and more. You're simply defending your clique's monopoly on everything and anything of interest of monetary value. A rogue trader could use someone with your talents and connections, Jay. I would like to see you in my retinue. Exalted One bless you in your time dynasty. I wouldn't say no to marking an occasion properly. It's not every day you embark on a brilliant new business venture. Dominant Valley, if it indeed your wish to let this heretic in your retinue, then allow me to carve a vow of service into her tongue. Let the pain prevent her from uttering words of deceit and remind her of her obedience. That's fucking crazy, bro. We can't cut people's tongues. Don't even think about it, you crazed Kashaka. Unless you want me to add a few bits of lead to your metal ornaments on that sulky mug of yours. You sully the Von Valancius name by inviting people like her into your retinue, Lord Captain. The decision is yours, but don't be surprised if unsavory rumors start to spread on Footfall. It is a strange circle you are forming around yourself, Rogue Trader. Sister Agenta, I've heard all about your deeds of Footfall, and I never guessed there would be an angelic beauty behind all that ideal gossip. And while we're at it, Sharon, where were you when were you going to reveal your true identity to me? I'm infinitely flattered by your attention, but if I'd known I was talking to a road trader, not an envoy, I would have shown some decorum. I wanted to talk like normal people. For a woman of my status, it's a rare treat. That is so human, your ladyship. I guess people at the top have a lot more in common with regular folk than some might think. Either way, I'm entirely willing to join your retinue. From now on, my knowledge and expertise are entirely at your disposal. Profit factor gained 2. Huge. Oh, one more thing. If you're interested in a rather lucrative offer, one that can give the Von Valanche Protectorate a leg up, I'd say now isn't the time to be thinking about such things, but once we get back to your ship, perhaps you could spare me a minute.
How dare you?
Who just screamed, how dare you?
Let's seize the opportunity.
Cool, I don't particularly want her in my direct retinue just because I don't think she's very strong. And by strong I mean we don't need any more commanders. We've got two out of our 6 fucking people are commanders, for fuck's sake. Now mind you, it works to give Cass the ability to clear out a lot of the weaker rabble and to do massive amounts of damage, so it's working well. But I kind of wish that I didn't pick. I wish I picked like Tactician or something. And if I could fix it without having to redo all my level ups, I would. I just don't really want to redo all my level ups. Right. Let's see if we can get into the
I tread a path unexplored.
extermination zone. So you come down in regards to anywhere, clear out the passage directly through. So here we are, cleaning out and dismantling mine zone. Not in such a rush. Whereas you have to wait, make room for you sooner or later. Awesome. Okay, so we're in the Chateau District. There's nothing else I want to do here. So I want to leave here, and I want to go back to... Oh my god, fuck. I want to go back to, back to the mayor, real quick. I know that might seem pointless, but we did deal with the leaders of the, Legion's residents. We did deal with the leaders of the rebellion against him, so maybe he'll be able to pay us. A man who knows a service of house courier asked me to have a word with me, and then imagine the odds, someone blew his brains out. The viewers again, I presume there's I can say the word, but it's just not on my lips right now. Anacal? Anacarical? I know, fuck me, man. You know when you know what a word, I just can't. Yeah, fuck you. Degenerates that don't care who them should be servants. Okay, cool. I expect the agent wanted to negotiate a deal that would have you refrain from hindering in Chora's efforts to strangle us with the threat of hunger and demand our obedience. If so, I do believe I will be mourning. I don't believe I'll be mourning this person's passing for very long. There is only one person who stood to gain from this murder. I am beginning to resent how frequently people I converse with on the station wind up dead. That is indeed lamentable, but these are times we live in, and this is Footfall. Its denizens always look for a reason to spill blood. I did what you could not. I found and neutralized the Enver's agitator-in-chief. That is truly an outstanding accomplishment. Your leadership, Footfall, can now be easy. At least until the next mad hoodlum makes himself known. Cool. Do I get a fucking discount or something? No. Okay. Man, you're kind of a bitch for that. You just gave me 100 XP.
Intriguing.
Okay, what I want to do is go to the outside. And I want to go talk to the Reverend and see what he has to say about the cultists that we dealt with. Okay, I started a cutscene. Knifer. Oh. This guy's gonna try and kill me.
The absurdity of your struggle amuses me.
Show them no mercy.
Let's just start the battle, I guess. Where's Cass? Actually, let's get Kabil. This is just gonna be a good old melee slog, I think.
As honor or death.
Oh, there's more. Okay. Oh, okay. There's people everywhere. That's unfortunate.
Ruin beckons.
God damn. I should have fucking prepped this a little better.
I am a navigator.
That's gonna draw an attack, I think. But that's fine. To be honest, I don't really know who the fuck to make.
I'm not
Abelard.
accustomed to being ordered around.
I don't.
I will do my duty.
Not the time. I messed up by thinking this was just going to be an easy fight. And I just messed up that turn.
At your beck and call.
I need to do brace for impact. That should give everybody a massive amount of ability. Let's do this as well. Let's drop a sworn enemy on him as well.
Victory is imminent.
Oh, there's more. Fuck. This is going to be a hectic knife fight, bro. Just a hectic fucking sword fight. A sword fight between bros, it looks like this is going to be. Cool, can I move you like here? Just do it. I don't know how many people we might have killed there. How much friendly fire we did.
I'll do it.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is a fucking mess. I actually don't want to do that attack because that will be fucking dreadful for everybody here.
I need no guidance.
Cass, I need you to do that. I need you to just get rid of them. I know you're going to draw an attack, but that's fine. Felony, if I can get you to do that. Surrounded by a bunch of thugs, and now you're not, and that's actually drop a front line on everybody here. Get rid of him. Command and give
Me?
Abelard another shot.
Captain?
Knock that guy into the ground there. Do that and turn and turn. Get Abelard to move forward here and get him to attack this guy.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Keep Mickey on the ground. To be honest,
More blood. More suffering.
okay, I'm glad we're enjoying this.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Camille, can I get you to move in there and attack him?
The shadows will see it done.
To be honest with you, I just want you to do that.
Let not
Just
the
do that.
righteous fear.
I don't know
May
what
their
this
blades
means.
be sharp.
I don't want to do the death strike because you have no sense of fucking teamwork. Okay, that fucking sucked. Here, Kabil, have another turn. Get rid of this guy for me. Nice, spray him in blood. Now do a jump and get rid of this guy for me.
Trust me.
Thank you very much. If you could do another jump, that'd be awesome. You can't? Do that then. And get rid of this guy. Oh. That wasn't exactly what I intended to do there. Oh, what is this? Sector 2, watch your back, make sure you're not being followed.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
That was a wild...
Look
Oh,
no further.
There is a fervor in my soul.
just want to talk to this guy up here real quick. Your request has been fulfilled. The den in the Shadow Quarter has been cleared out. I got 200 reputation and 77. I hope that their suffering was commensurate with their deeds. Is it true that Dan's Bernardo was your perisher and he endowed the Jurisons with donations? It is. Over the course of his life, he re-ran his burdened soul with many vile and egregious acts. His confessions were akin to a grand catechism, listing humanity's latent vices and amenities. It was all the more painful for him to realize that all of the heinous acts he had committed not only had been forgotten by the Emperor, Densblow was afraid of death and that which would await him after. He hoped to atone for his misdeeds, yearned to convince, if not the Emperor, then himself at least, he had more than a conscience to speak of for his malignant mold his entire life. To accept charity from a pirate and murder is unbecoming. I hope his soul now burns. Everybody deserves a chance at redemption. As for the true miscreants above all others, greater transgressions, the more... Okay, cool. Man, I take my leave. Let's go back to the ship.
The world trembles.
Oh, Hendrix. What's up, bro? What are you doing here? On a Interrogator, what a surprise. Did you perchance leave something in your cabin? Not at all, First Officer. I'm not in the habit of leaving a trail, but I thank you for your concern. Greetings, Inquisitor, to what do I owe the pleasure of our latest visit? Only our mutual duty to humanity. It is the duty that demands that I distribute your peace once more. I was able to contact my mentor and report the tragic events that transpired on Arrakis. I also received some information from my agents regarding the movements and actions of the enemies of humanity, including the Zemos, were assuming were involved in theft of the star. According to their findings, that threat now hangs over other worlds, this time yours, Lord Captain. By the order of the Lord Inquisitor, whose duties stand sentinel over the Koronus Expanse, the road trader of House von Valantis is to take on board the agent of the Most Holy Inquisition and provide an escort and support in the deeds, great and small, that serve to safeguard the territories of the Imperium against its enemies. This decree is effective immediately upon announcement and remains in effect until decided otherwise by His Excellency. Hendrix, would you mind translating the torment of virtue just released upon me? Yeah, whatever, man. The Lord Inquisitor has deemed that my presence aboard your ship and your retinue would be significantly more beneficial to the fight against heresy and evil than my return to my mentor's side on parting before our arrival on Footfall. Well, I can't really say no, can I? What exactly caused the need to rejoin my crew? Fuck. The cause is the activity of humanity's enemies, including the Cult of the Final Dawn. In my absence, the situation in the Koronus Expanse has changed. I received an exhaustive report from my agents. The heresy has taken root in the region where von Valanti's worlds lie. You probably already know about the fate of the industrial world of Kiva Gamma. If not, then I will share the details I know. But not here, better talk on board, where we will not be overheard. Isn't Kiva Gamma my world? I welcome you aboard. If the duty has brought you aboard the road trader ship once more, then such the Emperor's will. Welcome back, Interrogator. Thank you, sister. Master Van Vox, since you are with us once more, I do hope we find time to finish our conversation about the litany works of Kohola the Blessed. I'll make every effort. Unless the Lord specified that the contents of this envelope are for your eyes only, I would ask you to read it as soon as you have time. That's everything for the time being. Are you headed to the ship, or do you still have business on Footfall? Whatever the case, I can either wait for you on board or accompany you as part of your retinue. Brother, you don't need to be part of my retinue. Lord Captain, the inspection of the ship system is complete. The tech priests are reporting the machine spirits are calm and satisfied. Everything is ready for onward travel, except there is an issue you must be made aware of. Fuck me. I've been studying the records left by the vessel's previous navigator. I wanted to double check the route to Dragos and discovered that it did not match the one recorded in the atlas. It's more than a minor warp fluctuation. The route has been wiped out. It can no longer be used for traveling. To make matters worse, I started checking the other parts of the atlas, one after the other, and saw the same thing everywhere. The warp is rolling with an ominous storm, bursting with vivid and screaming colours. It will not hinder our movements, but all previous knowledge is now utterly useless. Warp storms our enemy, just like the heretics and demons. It's a shame that they can't be dispersed with flame and bolter. Now that we can be certain that problems with atmospheric communication in the Koronus Expanse are no consequence, there is a warp disturbance in your way, Lord Captain. It is swallowing messages and disrupting familiar routes. That means you need to locate key worlds of the Von Valance Protectorate as soon as possible. I'm talking about Janus, Draconis, and Kiva Gamma. Charting new routes so they can be reached and restoring control will be a necessary next step. Okay, what do I need to know about Draconis? Draconis is the heart and soul of your protectorate, is where the main administrative resources and storage facilities are, and is so the Von Valanti's palace. If you would like to know, this is where you probably accept the title of the road trader. It's a major administrative hub that runs the cargo fleet and keeps track of finances. What about Kiva Gamma? It's an industrial world managed by House or Governor House of Capac and supplies your protectorate with raw materials. Additionally, the planet features an Adeptus Mechanis Manufactorium, the process of materials and present for shipment. I can testify that Galachemis is a world marked by Omishai patronage by his grace, the manufacturers of the clothes inhabited machine spirits. Mistress Ptolemy neglected to mention that Kimagaran manufacture also flies heavy machinery from forage harvesters to vessel systems and components. Like, I don't fucking care. You displayed commercial knowledge of other worlds manufacture. Okay. Pleased to be of service. And what can you tell me about Janus? It's our agri world. The surface of Janus was altered extensively so the planet could be designated as an agri world. It is a powerful food base capable of supplying the begrudgingly protectorate and exporting provisions to the outer worlds at the same time. Janus owes much of its prosperity to the governor House of Lat. Under its leadership has grown more prosperous year after year, securing shipments and taxes while keeping the workforce tightly controlled. What would the consequence of losing contact with these worlds be? A world deprived of connection to its neighbor systems and the Koronus Expanse infrastructure can only rely on itself, and their capabilities are often limited. For example, Janus does not have a fleet of its own, pirates, cultists, xenos. Anyone can prey upon the helpless of the planet. A total loss of communication is a threat to your position. A rogue trader with no protectorate to back them grows weaker by the day. The Vox Master is entirely correct. You are a rogue trader, Valony von Vash, successor to Theodora von Valansis, one of the most beautiful women this side of the moor. Well, thanks, man. But you're also new to the business of governing. Many will doubt your competence and try to carve up your protectorate so they can snatch a piece of themselves. It is important to show your potential allies and foes that you are in control of the situation, which is why the sooner we reclaim those lost worlds, the better. If the faithless decide that your worlds are easy prey, that is good. We will find enough enemies in your domain then, and we kill them. Cool. Abelard, what is your opinion? Which world should we deal with first? Rediscovering the agri world will supply the protectorate with something none of your servants can do without. Sustenance, the importance of basic supply, should not be underestimated. Just look to Footfall and its current pitiful state. On the other hand, I'm concerned about the rumors concerning Kivagama. There's always been no problems with Janus for many years, but something is very wrong with the industrial world right now. Delay may cost us the entire planet. Fuck me. I too trust that I now have to explain the capital. Losing it would make us the laughing stock of other dynasties. Besides the loss of chronicles and ledgers, it would spell a bureaucratic catastrophe, so all three systems are equally vital of protection. It falls on you to decide which one to help, pretty much. What a fucking non-answer, bro. I'm like, hey, what should I do first? And he's like, they're all really fucking important, bro. I'm like, cool, well... cool. But I understand why they don't go, hey, you should go here first, because they want you to make up your own mind and go where you think's good. Very well, the course is clear. Do any of my officers have any other issues that require my immediate attention? That is all, Lord Captain. The vessel and the crew await your instructions and are ready to depart Footfall immediately, should you so desire. Oh, I kind of expected there to be a... Lord Captain, we are once more within the reach of the Von Valansis Protectorate. Our utmost urgency is restoring communication with the planets and bestowing wisdom and decrees upon the stewards, developing colonies, claiming new territories, and establishing trade links. This is your privilege and burden and dialogue. Cool. Open the Koronus map. Close that. Open the Koronus map. Did I do that correctly, or did I close things down? What is that? Chart new routes? Okay. So I can travel to here. Senior officers request an audience. They're humbly awaiting you on the bridge. I fucking knew it. Bro, I just wanted to travel to a region, bro. Who is this guy? Lord Captain, I request your attention. Ah, I remember you. We, like, held hands on a train, bro. report a series of dangerous violations that have taken place in the fuel compartment. Master at Arms is ignoring my demands and thus forced me to appeal to you directly. The fuelers have founded a sect of some kind. The group practices fire worship in the Emperor and has been burning petroleum near the fuel lines. I beg you to stop this madness before it goes up in flames. I should point out that there have been no incidents in the fuel compartment so far, and that the sect does not affect the obedience of the workers or their efficiency anyway. All assemblies are conducted strictly after hours with the permission of their superiors. However, if you find the practice unacceptable, we'll put a stop to it immediately. Yeah, man, they're burning our... I know just how to handle this cult. I see nothing wrong with the cult and continue. If this guy says that they're a danger, then I'm convinced. Disperse the troublemakers. Yes, Lord, the cult will be forgotten, never to be mentioned again. Have a feeling that's not true. Rumor within proximity. Inevitable triumph. Death world, footfall, assess the situation. Let's visit here. I just kind of want to get to a different area, you know? And we go straight into the pirates. Oh, fuck. This is going to be a hard fight. This feels like this might be a hard fight. I think I'll do this fight between episodes. Yeah, there's 3 ships. This might be the death of us here. Anyway, I've been the Vibe Moose. I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope to catch you in the next episode. Have a good one. Cheers.